Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the 40th anniversary train promo. This was a gift with purchase back in 2020, and I picked it up on Facebook Marketplace just recently. And so in this video, I'm going to show you guys the unboxing experience along with the review of the set. We're going to take a close look at the minifigure, and then we can talk about the value of the set as a whole and also see it go around my Lego city. And we can also talk about my final thoughts about this little set here. So with that being said, let's just get started. So this is a close-up look at the front of the box here. And so as you can see, it has the old Lego logo on it as well. And then kind of flipping it to the back here, you can see the new set in the middle here, and then the original that it's based on the left here. And that was set number 7810 back in 1980. And you can even see a picture of the original box as well. And so this one is actually looking fairly similar to it, but we are also going to be getting a display stand with this one as well, which is pretty neat. And I've already cut the tape on it, so we can go ahead and we can take a look at the contents inside, which looks to be an instruction manual, a sticker sheet here, which has a chrome back to it. So that's pretty neat. And then two bigger bags, I should say. And then one smaller bag, which none of them have numbers on. And then two larger light gray plates, which look to be for the base. And then two of these red plates as well. And so with that, we can go ahead and build the set. I'm not going to do a time lapse for you just because the set is so small. So with that, we're going to go ahead and start the review right now. And so here is the completed product here, as you can see. So it is not very big at all. It is 10 studs wide by about 20 studs long. And there is a spot for the minifigure as well as this stickered piece right here. Every detail that you are seeing on this set here, except for the face and torso of the minifigure, is a sticker. And so we're going to take a look at him in just a second. But moving this a little bit closer, you can kind of get a better feel for what the set looks like when we do the spin around here. And so it is fairly simple. It's very blocky, but that does match the original train as well. This is a fairly faithful rendition of what this train looks like. Obviously the stickers are a little different, but the set itself I think looks good, and it's a nice piece of nostalgia as well. I do really like the red train wheels on the bottom as well as the red buffers. And as you can see, there is a sticker in there for the control panel, and then the sticker up top here as well with the original set number on it. And that is pretty much it. This train can actually come off of the base, thankfully. And so as you can see, the base is fairly simple, but it works. And this sticker right here just shows the 40th anniversary train logo, and then the 7810 steam engine there. And again, 7810 is the original set number. But taking a look at the train here, there's not that much else to be taken a look at. It's just black and red, and like I said, it is very blocky, but that's just how the original set was. And so kind of getting you guys a closer look in there, you can see that it's pretty hollow in there actually. You can actually see all the way through to the front of it, and this does have enough space inside for a minifigure. So, well, you can lay them down if you so choose. But the figure can actually stand up, but there's no real easy way to take the roof off. So I'm going to try and do this in one take here to see if I can get this guy. Yep, so here you go. So here he is standing in there, and the roof doesn't have any jumpers or anything on it. It's just pressed down with all the studs. So it's not the easiest to get it off and get it back on, but that is possible if you wanted to do that. So this is the entire set right here pretty much. I do like the yellow lights on there, but I would have loved to have seen a dish on the front here. That's probably my one nitpick for the whole set, is that I wish this was a little bit more rounded at the front as opposed to just cutting off in a flat way. I understand that's how the original set was back in 1980, but it would have been nice to have a little bit of modernization there. And so this is the one minifigure included in the set here. As you can see, it has the classic smiley face as well as this pretty basic blue torso print here, which is the exact same style of print that was on the original set. And then the legs have no printing. And then, of course, there is no printing on the sides or backs of the legs. And then the back of the torso also has no print either. There's no alternate face, and then the red cap is just standard. But I think the figure works. Obviously, it's what it was in 1980, just with more modernized molding choices. And so that is pretty simplistic. These were the couple extra pieces that were left over, and this was the sticker sheet. So as you can see, there was actually quite a number of stickers for a set that had less than 200 pieces. Now this train here does fit on standard Lego tracks, as you can see, but there is no way to motorize this, and there's also no way to connect this to anything else. So you would have to either make a custom coupling for this, or you would have to go ahead and just get something else with a motor in it to push this train along. So that is a little bit unfortunate, but I do like the look of the train as a whole. I think this would look good as a railway museum for a train that is retired on the side, like it could go right there. So with that, there's not much else to talk about because it can't actually move on its own. So let's go ahead and talk about my final thoughts about the set. And so here is the set with the box once more. And once again, the set is fairly simple. It maybe took me 15 minutes to build at the absolute most. And it's very basic, but I do think that it looks good. And it is a very faithful rendition to that original set from 1980. And I do think that this is a really neat gift with purchase. I would have loved to have seen more stuff like this. This came out in 2020 as a gift with purchase. And unfortunately, Lego hasn't really done anything else with trains since then, other than the Orient Express in 2023. Obviously, they also did city trains and stuff like that, but those are meant for play as opposed to these display sets like the Crocodile Locomotive or the Orient Express or things like that. So this is a really neat model, but unfortunately, it's one of a kind. And so to answer the question of the title, is this the best gift with purchase ever? As a biased train fan, I am inclined to say yes. However, I'm sure there are a number of other promos out there that speak more in terms of the volume of stuff that you get and also the different factors at play like exclusive minifigures or other things like that. This set is mostly just a nostalgia hit for those that are train fans or those that had this set as a kid in 1980 and they want an updated version of it. And so with that, there's not much else to talk about here. I'm just going to go ahead and wrap up the video because this set is fairly simple. And so what you see is what you get. And so with that, that is going to wrap up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you found this informative or at the very least entertaining, make sure to like the video and subscribe, as well as click the bell notification so you don't miss any future uploads. If you guys have any feedback for me on if you own this gift with purchase or if this was something that you're eyeing up, make sure to drop your comments down below to let me know if this is something that you have and your thoughts on it. But once again, seriously, thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye for now.